And we are live. Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Bricks and Bits, one that a lot of people wanted us to do, and that's a live episode. This, I believe, is our second live episode. Our guest today is Kris from Kris Productions.
Hey guys.
It's the return.
The return.
After all these years.
The epic return. All these years. All of them. All one of them. Yes, but this is also our 1 year anniversary show, so that's kind of like the whole thing. And we also have Just Too Good.
Yo, what's up? I guess it's more of a 50th episode anniversary. Has it been a
One
year?
calendar year, apparently.
Oh,
We had a
that
couple
too, so it
episodes,
coincides.
I
It coincides.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's,
All right.
At least
okay.
that's what our commenters told us. It could have been a lie. I didn't double check, so to be honest. We could have been swindled, but
I pretty much
Yeah.
dumped all information. I just rely on people to tell me what's going on. So I think
exactly, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way to do it. But
That's perfect.
as I said, we have no sponsors today, so our guest is Kris. Kris, how have you been these last 40 or so weeks out of the podcasting world?
Oh boy, I have been as dead as dead is in terms of Lego, just doing pretty much nothing and just doing the real life gig.
The real life gig. No time for both, which is unfortunate.
No.
So this has been like the crux of you for like every time I look at your channel, I'm like, wait, Kris, why aren't you making more videos? Like this has been my view of your channel for many years of like just wanting you to make more videos than you do, and you just don't seem to find the time to. But like, so getting the real life thing, how much more real life things are in the way? Like I assume you're almost about to finish college?
I should be, yeah. If I wouldn't have switched my major, I'd be done, but I did, so we got another year coming up.
That is a problem for you. That's unfortunate. What are you majoring in for those interested?
I'm in marketing.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
That's quite a bit of fun. I was sneaking in as just a management student, and then I was like, well, you know what? Let's actually focus in on something. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
back in the day, I did that because I was doing management, and then I was like, marketing seems much more interesting, so I did marketing.
And
you guys all did marketing, didn't you?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
What a coincidence.
I know, that's
There
pretty
you go.
crazy. The original three were just marketers. Maybe that's how it was meant to be.
That's why this is so successful.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Kris, obviously you've been around in the Lego community for a long time, and I guess I wanted to start off by asking you, and I think we've had this conversation before, more like talking about like a Lego city that you wanted to do one day, but like what are your lifelong goals with Lego? I think that's something interesting that maybe everyone could talk about.
Oh man, I haven't thought. See, this is my thing. I haven't thought about this in a long time, which is disturbing because I used to like live by the idea where I'd be doing Lego stuff in the future. So over the last year, I've kind of lost it for the first time. I've lost like the spark of building, which has been very troubling. But I've just been getting back into it, and I really don't know where I want to go from here. Whether to pick back up where I left off on the Jedi Temple, or what to do really. But
Speaking of the Jedi Temple, how embarrassing is it that my Hoth series lasted longer than your Jedi Temple series? Just saying.
Oh, nobody said my Jedi Temple series is over yet.
And nobody said my Hoth series was over. Even though the last episode was like 2 years ago. But, who's to say?
There you go.
But yeah, there was so much excitement for your Jedi Temple series. I was particularly excited about it too, because I thought it was going to be, and still could be, like one of the most epic mocks ever. Like, the potential is there. Like, do you plan on finishing it? Like, I know you're kind of in limbo, but I'm sure somewhere deep down inside you kind of have like your mind made up, possibly.
I would love to. At some point during the school year here, I went into my university and I found this nice classroom with whiteboards everywhere, and
right.
It took me like 3 whiteboards just to sketch out like each floor and figuring out all the structural stuff. Like, I'm not an architect, but after that I was like, wow, I should have done some research in this area, because it's a ridiculous undertaking, a lot more than I thought it would be. So I do kind of hope to finish it. The idea was that I'd finish it, and my incentive for finishing it would be moving on to the next mock,
Right.
because I've got so many things that I want to build, and I have the parts to do it, and I just gotta power through the Jedi Temple, and and get through them. But I mean, that's not a very inspiring attitude to towards the Jedi Temple, right? So we'll see how things go, and yeah, you never know. I built a giant Avengers tower the other day for.
I did see that. That was pretty cool. I didn't know if that was like a build you had laying around or if that was something new you had built, but I guess it is new.
No, yeah, I sat down for 2 days and built a solid 6 foot Avengers tower for a lug show. So.
And the biggest
That was
crime of that, you didn't make a video out of it.
The biggest crime was no video. Yeah.
That's what you got to do. You just got to film. You got to film it, dude. Just film it.
I should have, and it would have been so good because it was like the weekend where Endgame came out too. It was perfect. But...
It's a missed opportunity.
I try to get a lot of people to make videos, but I realize that if the person doesn't have the passion for it, you're just wasting your time.
Yeah. That's the
So
tough
where are you
part.
at on that, Kris? You still passionate about making videos? Are you passionate about Lego? It sounds like you're kind of not.
I have, yeah, like I have a bit of a buried passion. It's kind of buried under like, I mean, my videos have never exactly had a high quality, and that's the thing is I really want to raise my standards, but I'm just not not really knowing how to do that too well.
Just put it out there.
I mean,
So,
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I mean, that's what I did. I have a solid 250 vlogs on my vlog channel from back in the day, but I don't think the quality ever really increased. And we'll see. I mean, that's why I would love to get back into it, but I would almost need a bit of just help getting back in the.
Yeah, I would say for the quality of your videos, it's something that like you're never gonna go one video to another, and it's gonna be like that's where it changed. I mean, like. Sometimes you make a change that like you can see a distinct difference, but for the most part it's so small and incremental over time. Like if you had been making videos, I don't know, the past 3 months that since the last live stream you did, like I'm sure there if you were thinking about it and consciously trying to make an improvement over the last video or whatever every time, that you would start to see that change that you're looking for. And I don't know what you mean by like increasing quality, like whether you want it to be like better looking, more cinematic, better music kind of mix in, just cleaner edits in general, voiceover. But like you can do one of those things at a time and improve upon those, and eventually you'll get to where you're trying to go, I assume.
Yeah.
But
yeah, definitely.
I definitely see it's a very daunting task. I agree. Like it can take a long time, and it does take a lot of work to like look at your own content and try to like improve upon it every day. Like Greg and Justin, I'm sure, have probably gone through the same thing mentally, just trying to like figure out ways to do something slightly better, you know?
I always try to improve with a lot of the video series I make that take a little bit of a longer time, and it's it's like maybe I'm pushing myself too hard, but that's just how it is.
Yeah, I think it's important not to let perfection derail you though. Just hit that record button, put it out there. If it's not what you want it to be, make the next one better. But unless you're already moving forward, you're not going anywhere.
That's a great point.
Yeah,
and I'm sure, Kris, on the other side of that, people that watch you, like, they subscribe to what you have been putting out for the last, I don't know, 10 years, however long you've been doing it, right? So whenever you put out a video, they're just going to be excited you put out a video. Like, that's just a start. Like, you just start with a video, that's your base, and then you just go up from there. You can't go down, right? So that would be the idea with that. I'd love to see you make a video this summer. It'd be nice. You should do it.
I would love to do it, and it might just happen here.
Let's put a date out there. You've got all Kris, what day is your video going to be uploaded? Give us a day.
Oh boy, I could almost have a video next Friday. Here.
All right, next Friday, done deal.
Next Friday.
Every person that's watching this is going to go to your channel and watch your new video. They're going to be waiting for it.
It's
all
done.
right.
Done.
Sounds like a deal.
So we did get a comment. Someone named Brick Amigos wanted to know, what is Kris bringing to Brixpo? First off, I need you to tell me what Brixpo is, and then tell us what you're bringing there.
Oh man, Brixpo is my favorite Lego convention, and you know what? Nobody here has probably ever heard of it because it's like a secret convention.
Whoa! Time to change the title of the video.
It's it's in the middle of Canada in a strange province called Saskatchewan, and it's in a small town, and it's in a Canadian history museum, and they allow 50 people to display, and the local group puts it on, and it's just the most like home it's just the most Canadian Lego convention of all time, and it's fantastic, and that's what Brixpo is, but it's pretty kind of close to me, so I mean it's kind of like my home turf convention,
Yeah.
and that's why this summer I hope to really kind of put out for it. So I'm hoping to bring my Avengers tower to reassemble that and make it a bit more structurally stable. But yeah, we'll see. It's kind of whatever else I built. I'd love to bring some sections of the Jedi Temple, but again,
Yeah, have you like done any more work on that?
I have. I've been working on the Hangar Section, which is like the one giant, like it's just one solid thing that cannot be transported
right?
or moved. It's a giant.
You may as well have built the mock like in a trailer home, and so you could just drive it around to conventions. That would have been great. No, okay. So you mentioned like I don't know what triggered this, but I don't know if Greg and Justin know the story, and I think they would love it as well as the audience listening now. But Brickworld Chicago 2017, just kind of setting the scene. You built this giant Scarif mock, and obviously you live on the west side of Canada. Chicago is in the middle of America, so you had to find a way to get that mock to Chicago. How did you do it?
Oh, that was quite the experience. I was almost fresh out of high school, and I didn't have a working vehicle at the time. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna build this mock. 6 months before here, I'm gonna build this mock. It's gonna be part of a collab, and it's gonna be the greatest thing since sliced bread. I was so excited about this thing, and it gets to just a few weeks before, and I'm realizing, well, it's almost too late to ship this. I'd have to arrange all these things with
that would have cost so much to ship. That thing was huge.
Oh yeah, but the alternative was to go and buy a vehicle. So I think it was probably about the week before as I finally get on it, and I buy this solid $800 van.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
and I throw the entire van's just packed with Lego, and I endured this 25-hour drive down to Chicago
with no AC.
With no AC in the middle of summer.
Oh my gosh.
Not that.
Dedication.
That is literally, yes, Greg, dedication.
So you bought the vehicle? You didn't even rent it or anything like that?
No, I was too young to rent a vehicle. They don't rent it.
Yeah, it was like $800 for the car, or it was a minivan.
Do you still own the vehicle?
You know what? So it made it. We were very it was questionably that it got to Chicago. It was impressive that it made it, and then it made it back the other 25 hours, and then I take it to this Canadian convention, Brixpo, and you know what? Just after I get there, I drop off my one tiny mock that I brought. The vehicle dies just right after that, and it dies in town. The head gasket's blown. It costs more to fix it than the vehicle was worth. Mm-hmm. So I scrapped it and pretty much carpooled back.
Totally worth it though.
It was a great experience and a great, well, I guess kind of first vehicle that was murdered on my watch. But yeah, it was great.
You went into it knowing what do you say, Greg?
It's a good story. It's like there's a whole thing behind this trip, and it's this van that doesn't make it back eventually.
Yeah, that mock should have won awards at conventions just for how it got there.
Yeah.
It didn't even have to be a good build. It's
if only they knew. Yeah.
Yeah, if only they knew. If only you knew the story behind this mock. You see it, but you don't know where it came from. Yeah, that's one of my favorite stories from the Lego community, I think. Just that mock getting Chicago, no AC. Oh my god, that's so great. That's true dedication, though. Even though you haven't stuck with it lately, there's definitely that passion that was there or can come back. So I love it. That's such a good story. Mm-hmm. I wanted to know, I don't think I've ever talked about this with you or Greg or Justin. How did you how Kris started YouTube and how everyone started YouTube?
Oh, yeah, I guess we never discussed that on the
Wow. Well, I started YouTube because I was watching different people's, especially pizza movies, and
yeah.
It was mostly animations back at the time, but it was the Star Wars stuff, and I was like, you know what? I see these little bases and stuff that they got going on there, and I want to find it. And then I found this guy named Texas Lego Boy.
Oh my god, I haven't thought about that kid in so long.
And he just
Wow.
he was this awesome like Clone Wars builder, as in like, I mean his mocks were built like they were impressive for the time.
Absolutely.
And he just inspired me, and I even bought some of his 2x4s when he got out of the thing, and that's how I started on YouTube.
Damn, that's a throwback. Texas Lego Boy. Justin, where did you start?
I haven't even heard of Texas Lego Boy.
You would not have.
I used to watch Forest Fire. That was my the animator. I would watch a lot. That was like one of the first. But yeah, how did I start? Well, back in the day, I also used to watch Night Shroud 99. He was the first Lego reviewer I got into, and so I saw that, and then around the time I actually, because that was like 2009, and then around like 2011, I saw a lot of the Brick Show's videos, and I think there was like Brick Boy 101, all these other people.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I should try my hand at this. Lego Lee 329.
Oh, yeah.
And so I started making my own reviews, and I was watching some other, I forgot his name, but he would go to stores and he would just film what's there. And so I would do that. Those were my first videos. I would go to stores and film what Lego sets were there to see which Lego. And I remember that my first video was like finding the Star Wars 2012 sets before anybody. And
well, are you sure you beat Lego Boy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
Maybe, honestly, I might have. I might have.
I just remember back in the day, David was always first.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure, but like this time I might have, because what happened was the Brick Show commented on my video, and they're like, "Whoa, this is so cool!" Because I think we also had like the same Toys R Us location. Because Steven me. So I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm famous! This is crazy!" I kept putting stuff out, and then like around March, March 2012, I did a voice reveal. People always ask me for a voice reveal. Back then, it was, "What's your voice? What do you sound like?" So I did a voice reveal. I'm like, "Hello, just too good here."
Oh, you weren't talking in your videos where you're going through the store. You were just showing it.
Oh, man.
I was just showing. Just showing that, and I think I did like a package haul videos, a few of those where I just opened the package, said nothing. So then I did like a news video in May 2012. It was for the Spider-Man set, the Spider-Man 2012 set, and that got super popular. I think Brick Boy 101 or whatever his name was commented on that video. So I'm like, oh my gosh, another famous person commented. And I just kept putting that out, and then, it grew to what it is today. That's it, really.
That's awesome.
No, that's a great story. I love the voice reveal. I didn't know that was a thing.
Voice reveal, yeah. They're like,
I think
what do you sound like?
You got these videos from 2012 where you're going through the store. That's an awesome time capsule too, to look at the sets, shelves and things. That's so cool.
I love looking back at those for seeing the shelves. I'm like, oh, I wish I would have got this. Because back then I didn't have, now I could just buy whichever Lego sets I want because of the channel. But back then I was so picky with Lego sets. I only bought probably 5 a year. I wasn't rich or anything like that. So
wow.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because if you have a lot of Lego sets, you're automatically rich.
Oh,
that's what I've heard.
Yeah. According to all the commenters, that's just, you're rich. You're rich.
Filthy rich. Kris, I know you're swimming in it. No questions asked.
Oh, yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. And my parents buy it all for me. That's how it works.
Oh yeah, I got the credit cards on the. It's just, oh my god, it's hilarious. But yeah, where were we? About the stores? Time capsule? Is that what the last thing was?
Yeah. And wait, to respond in the chat, Broadbrick said he remembered watching a video of Jesse Good slightly opening up a packet of Lego owls. That's an old one, and what I did for that was, back then I actually made mocks. So that was for the Harry Potter owlery. It was a room in Hogwarts. But yeah, I made that mock. I made a Weird Al stage that I put on Lego ideas for Weird Al Yankovic. So. Yeah, those were the days. Now I don't mock anymore, but that's just how it be. But yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to mock soon, because my Building on a Budget series has quickly become possibly my most loved Lego series, other than Brickbuster. I got such a good reaction to that, so I think I'll be doing it more.
I have not seen it yet.
It's
I gotta check it out.
Yeah, it's just like a fun vlog-ish style.
Sounds fun. Yeah,
1v1
I literally just loaded it up
type thing, or 4-man challenge. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out. How was Matt, by the way?
Matt was fun. He was here. He was only here for a couple days, but yeah, it was a great time.
Did he stay with you, or did
he stayed at Blaine's World headquarters in Orlando, Florida?
Oh,
yeah.
Dope. Okay, cool.
So Greg, where did you start? First, I guess with Greg's World, and then
Yeah, that
brick attack.
mine's a little different from
Yeah.
you guys because my Lego thing started like 2 years after I was already vlogging on YouTube.
Mhm.
So to keep it to Lego, I wanted to recapture my childhood, like that time. I'm sure everyone has this, like that time of just innocence and no worries
Yep.
when you just built all the time and just loved everything about it. And I had been out of collecting Lego since I was like 13, and I was an adult now, and I was like, I want to do this. And I was already making videos, like vlogs about my family and my life. And I was like, how cool would it be to make Lego videos like this? And I made the mistake of when I started out, I started making videos like everyone else, which is like, you know, you have the white background and you've got the, no offense to anyone that does that, maybe people that are here. But then I realized that wasn't my strength. I wasn't going to be that person. I needed to share what I shared on my other channel and why that one was successful. And that was my personality. So I flipped it to a Lego vlog, and you guys have seen what it's done just in the last year and a half or so, where I really started going all in on it.
Yeah, it's been crazy. I know you just hit 60,000 subscribers, so congratulations on that. But like, I mean, I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon. I think
It's absolutely insane to be. I remember like a year and a half ago, I had 1,500 subscribers, and to see where it's at now, it's mind blowing.
Wow, I didn't know it was that. That's so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't until I really started putting time into it. I mean, I do videos almost every day now. I used to do a video like once a week, once a month. Like I was almost like a Kris for a while where I was working and I didn't have the time to do it. But once I freed up that time and dedicated myself to it, that's when it just started exploding. Like literally like 2 months after I started really putting my effort into it, it's just been up and up and up since.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best word for it, effort. And that's like, Kris, I guess you could learn a little something from Greg. Like if you want to grow your channel and if you do want to get back into it and actually make videos, just like the effort is really what matters, and people will appreciate that and they'll see that. And you don't have to upload daily, even weekly. Like if you come up with some sort of schedule and stick to it, Kris, like I think you're golden, because like you already have kind of a fan base, right? You have 44,000 subscribers. Like that's no small feat in and of itself, but obviously there's a lot of room for growth there. And like you look at what Greg's done even in the last 2 years, gained like 60,000. Like I think you could do the same thing building Lego mocks like on some sort of consistent basis. It could be epic.
Definitely.
And I think a big part of this, and I get asked all the time, like, how do I make a good channel? And I think it really just comes down to just a couple things, and that's not trying to copy other people, follow what you love to do, and just share whatever you can of your personality in your video, because that's the reason people are going to watch your channel. Like all of us could put out a review on a particular set, but people are going to watch different channels for the person that's behind that set, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not about like, you don't have to show your face. Like Justin doesn't show his face. He has a very successful channel. You could be in the video the whole time, but just do what you love to do, and other people will find that and they'll appreciate that, I think.
Kris, you did your face reveal like 2 or 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Like that wasn't too long ago. What did you do for that? What was your...
Well, I just did. I think I hit 30K, and then I did like my Scarif announcement, and I was like, "Hey,
hey, it's me.
I'm a person."
That's great. Yeah, I think I had like seen you pop up my recommended on Facebook, and I was like, oh my god, that's what he looks like. Just yeah, because like I didn't know what he looked like for 5 years, so that was kind of cool. And then you did your whole face reveal in a video, so that was that. But yeah, I think that's everyone for.
And then we met at Brick World Chicago.
Did meet at Brick World Chicago 2017. Yeah, 2017. Mm-hmm. So I'll see you at Virginia again this year, I think.
Oh yeah.
And Greg's gonna be there. Justin,
I'll be there.
Oh yeah, for sure. No.
For sure. All right, everybody, keep your eye out.
No, I'm not. No, sorry.
I'm gonna bring a random person with me and say that it's Justin.
There you go. Do that, please.
I'll have him just wear the mask. That way, it just walks around silently.
Hey, it's not a mask. It's my insect head. Come on.
My favorite part is when I'm walking around with anybody and I get recognized, like at a Lego store, like at a Lego convention, and like the person that's talking to me that recognized me, and they don't recognize the other person. Deep down inside, they probably think it's just too good, but they don't know. So
yeah.
My favorite thing is like, there's probably like 8 different people that people think are just too good. So
I love the history behind it. It's great.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Who knows? Scott's Toys asks when Brick Fair Virginia is. That's in the beginning of August. Look it up on brickfair.com for more info. But yeah, that's a fun event. I would totally recommend it. Plus, you'll see all the cool people there, except Just Too Good. because he's just too good for Brick Fair, Virginia.
Ha ha ha. Good pun.
Wow.
You're the pun master. You gotta laugh harder at that one.
I know. Well, that was a weak pun. I'd give it
It was a great pun. All
a
right.
6 out of 10. No, I'm kidding.
So we do have a little bit of news. We'll shoehorn into here with Brickheads. Apparently, I don't know too much about this. I am shocked by the news, but Justin, do you know more about it? Because I haven't read anything about it.
So basically, Marcos Bessa, basically Brickheads was his child. Like he made Brickheads. He's one of my favorite Lego designers. Unfortunately, recently I don't think he's designed too much, but he said because they had the fan media days where basically all these fan sites traveled to Billund and they discussed Lego at the Lego headquarters or whatnot. And he said that more Brickheads are coming and some will be licensed in 2020. So me personally, I love Marcos, but I don't know if that is like, I'm not saying he's lying, but like I don't know. I don't like.
I would think he would know.
He would know. Yeah, I get it. But like,
you calling me a liar?
Yeah, I'm not calling him a liar, but I think it's. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think because like the Lego Brickheads sell terribly, and like we got no licensed ones this year besides the Lego Movie 2, and we saw how those were released.
That's not licensed. Come on now.
And well, technically, they consider a licensed theme. I think it has the Warner Bros. Shield on it.
Fair enough, but
also, yeah, I know. I get what you mean. But like the seasonal ones this year, I see just stacks of them at the Lego store for like the Valentine's Day. So I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen. So I hope he's right because I like Brickheads, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I like them too. I think the problem with them is there were too many too quick, and so I don't know what they can do with them. I think there's definitely a market for them, whether that be with limited edition runs like the Lego Movie 2 ones, although I don't recommend that. Maybe less limited edition, but still like a one-store
just
exclusive.
Retail exclusives.
I don't know. Yeah.
They did
that
a bit
could work.
in 2000, and they did that a little bit last year in 2018 with like
Right.
Jack Skellington one was for Walmart, the Simpsons one was for Walmart. Also, two more things. He was hinting at a Jabba the Hutt one I think last year. So I don't know if that one's going to come out. And maybe this year is a test year to see how much of a demand there is with such a smaller scale of it. And so they'll assess that to next year's wave, seeing if people are still asking for them. Maybe they'll release more than this year. And this year was just a test year, but maybe I'm totally off with that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think there's going to be more Brickheads?
I'm okay with Brickheads, but it makes me really sad that I lost my seasonal vignettes that I loved so much in the previous years.
I agree. Yeah.
I just wish they wouldn't take those slots.
Yeah, no, with that one, like I said, it literally broke the tradition that every other year we would have the minifigure one, then we would have Brick Built. And this year they just did 2 in a row, and it's like, really? But I can't even see them doing them as the holiday vignettes or the holiday sets next year, because what are they even going to do? I mean, for Christmas, we're getting an elf, 2 elves, and a reindeer this year. Last year we got Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. What are they going to do for a third year?
Yeah,
The Grinch.
The Grinch. That has a license. That is licensed.
A Christmas tree with a face on it.
A Christmas tree with a face on it. There you go.
That's a real Lego set already.
There you go.
It exists. Yeah. Wait, I don't know if you know. Do you know that exists?
I did not know that exists.
I will find it and get back to you. Yeah, I will find it.
Is it creepy?
It's creepy as hell. Okay. Oh yeah. I gotta find it.
How about you, Kris? What do you think? Do you want them to continue Brickheads or?
Well, at the start, I was like, just last year, probably around when we started this podcast, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna collect all the Brickheads. And then they came out with the wave, like in the middle of August or whatever. They're all those 2-packs, and then and then of course they have like the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive ones. And, and I was like, okay, you know what? I give up. There's too many.
Yeah, they did release so much at that time.
But I mean, they're great, and they have so many great parts and everything.
That is true. I love the exclusive prints because they don't use stickers in any of them, and the prints are always so interesting. Like, for example, they would use like the Jack Sparrow one has a piece that looks like a piece of bacon, and I've seen people use that as bacon, and I'm like, that's awesome,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I hope they release more, but like, I don't know. It would be cool to see, like, this year. I wish they would have done Toy Story ones. Like,
oh, that'd have been great.
I know. That's all. Just a 2-pack of Buzz and Woody would have been
All right,
perfect.
there's the Christmas tree with the face. I had seen this somewhere on the internet before, so that's what this is. It is a
Holy
real thing.
cannoli.
I don't know the availability of it, but
This is a rare one, and it doesn't even have a set number. Holy crap!
the set number might be in Japanese. I can't tell, but
Yeah. Well, no, they did.
or Chinese, whatever language that is.
No, that's Japanese. It's Japanese.
I'm gonna
but,
try
like,
to build this year. I think.
Yeah,
Just for fun.
just out of the parts.
Get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. You said Christmas tree with the face. And I'm like, I've seen one of those before. Working, I was gonna do a video
I
of
like how it's coming out of a stocking, but yeah.
That looks ridiculous. Why didn't they just do the Christmas tree, like the wood part of it? That's dumb. What the heck? It's cute. Dude, this is
Cute. Let's
this
be
is
honest. It's
creepy.
kind of cute.
This is like creepy
Nice.
Santa level creepy.
I think it's cute.
Oh yeah.
It hops around on one foot and chases you.
Oh god.
You could really do like a ridiculous Christmas Lego sets
Oh, yeah.
list or something because they had. Have you seen showering Santa? There was a set of Santa showering.
I have not. I know creepy Santa. That's a Brickatect famous name. Lego showering.
It was in an advent calendar. It was in a city advent, from my understanding.
Oh, is okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
What? This is a real thing. This came out of an app. This is a real thing. Like,
Yep.
bro, no way they put that in a Lego set. No way. That's incredible.
I think I have. Oh no, that's the 2010 one. Yeah, it's amazing.
That is so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's classic, you know. That's so there you go. You could add that to the list.
All right.
2010 advent calendar.
Now we know.
Yeah.
I've seen things I don't want to see.
Maybe we'll get a showering Santa brickhead next year then.
Dude,
The next
that's
level.
it. We found it. That's gonna be the best seller too. That will single-handedly save the Brickheads line.
And Mrs. Claus. You gotta have both. You can't
Yeah,
just
I don't know
have
about
Santa
that.
Claus for the shower.
That's true. Yeah.
You gotta appeal to both genders.
Yeah.
All right, so that's your weird Lego stuff of the day that I never knew existed. Interesting. What the heck? Where did that? I'm glad you knew that was a thing because I haven't heard of that.
Gotta write that one down, man.
So we also have some bad news for us Americans and Kris because this is North America in general, so Canadians are not exempt. But
Oh no.
the Lego summer sets, including Harry Potter, City, Ninjago, etc. I believe it also would include like Friends or whatever else. But they aren't coming out in America, I believe, until August 1st. However, they'll be available.
Well, Harry Potter might be July 1st.
I hope it's July 1st. I was hoping it'd be July 1st. I think July 1st is a great day for Harry Potter.
That was fun last year.
It was
well,
so
you
fun
weren't there.
last
You weren't
year.
there.
Oh, I went to a different Lego store. I still had fun.
Yeah. But it was so fun because I remember just waiting in line and like I was trying to grab all the sets. Oh man, and I
Yeah, it
just spent
turns out
hours
they
on
actually
it.
have plenty in the back.
Yeah.
Actually buy them.
Yeah. It
Okay.
sucks though because you and me we're gonna if we do get some of them early, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
we should
yeah.
both have some coming in the mail. What do you say though, Greg?
I said they actually allowed you to buy them.
On release day, I know it's weird. That was
Wow.
weird. That was a
Do
different
we know a reason
experience
for this? Like, is there a particular reason that they're putting them to August 1st for the U.S.?
because
I don't know.
Donald Trump. I don't know.
No, they usually do this with all the like for Ninjago they usually do it, so that's not a surprise to me. City they sometimes do it. Except the space ones are coming out June 22nd or something. But Harry Potter, I mean, this is the second year of it releasing this summer. We got it early last year because we got it in summer, July, and then I think the Europe got it August. Now they're getting it June. We might get it August or July.
Yeah. So I mean, I think usually we're on the other side of this, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it makes me. I don't like this, obviously. Like, I don't know who would, especially, like, and usually I don't have to go through this because usually America either gets them first or at the same time as everyone else. But I don't understand why this is a thing. Like, why can't you just delay the release elsewhere if you can't get the sets to America for another month?
I'm
It
kind of okay with
beats
it
me.
because I feel like the people in the UK and everywhere are always so upset that we get stuff and they don't. So I feel like this is maybe a little opportunity where they get something, at
Yeah.
least for a period of time, that we can't get right away. So we're kind of evening the playing field a little bit.
Yeah. Even in the playing field, they got an exclusive CMF series that we never got.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Germany got
This is going to start a
another
war.
Get the
That's serious.
pitchforks.
Okay, so I always love it when they complain, oh, we don't get stuff. Well, guess what? You guys got CMF series that are exclusive. We've never gotten an exclusive CMF series in America.
That's fair.
My rant. All right. Ticks me off.
Let's make a fun chat comments here coming in.
There's your just two rant of the year. Okay.
I know. I don't know. It kind of sucks that the release is staggered, but I mean, it is what it is. Like Greg said, I guess it kind of makes up for the American exclusive stuff that we've had recently, but I also don't think that's the reason that they're doing it. I don't think they're doing it to even it out, right? I honestly think it's on some level it's probably a supply chain issue where they just can't make enough or get them to America fast enough.
At the end of the day, it's like a supply chain thing, and also like just how sales are around the world. Like seasons of buying and stuff are probably different than ours. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah. Hey, my wallet's open 24/7. I'll buy any season. Name your day. I'll be there at the Lego store. As long as it's the day after release day. Exactly. But yeah, that's the thing that's happening. So if you live in the U.S., prepare to be disappointed for the next 2 months. Or buy them on eBay, like Justin and I did.
Yeah. I just got Hagrid's hat. We'll see. We'll see if I get the others.
All right.
Though.
Lego ideas? Kris, have you ever submitted a project to Lego Ideas?
I never have. No.
Okay. I know you build a lot, so I wasn't sure if you had or hadn't, but oh well. Anyway, Lego Ideas fan vote. So what's the deal with this? Justin, you probably know more than I do.
Yeah, okay, so I'll explain it. So, since it's 10 years, we're not the only ones celebrating it. 10 years of Lego Ideas. Well, back then it was called Lego Kuso, and basically, for a special little contest, they're having a one-time thing where you could spend one vote on one of these 4 projects, and it will become a Lego set if it gets the most votes. I don't know if Kris, I don't know if Greg, if you guys have voted yet. I know Ryan did.
I didn't vote.
Oh, you didn't vote yet? Okay. I will say everybody do this. Please do this. So, Greg, did you vote?
I haven't voted yet. I don't think it's going to be necessary. I don't want to skew anyone's vote, so I won't say which one I think is going to win, but I think there's going to be a landslide win here on this.
No, you don't even have to. We know. Stitch is going to win. But, Kris, you got to vote too. I'm telling you, you guys all got to vote, okay? Because your one vote, if it wins, bam. This is like pre-approved. So all these projects are pre-approved to become a set instantly. And
Greg, which one are we going to make? Are we going to make the worst one win just to be funny? Like, can we just start a campaign on our channels?
What is the worst one? I don't know. I mean,
I think the one people
International Space Station.
All right.
Sorry. I had to say it.
I was gonna say the yellow guy because, like, I understand it's like a famous art sculpture and I've seen it before, but I feel like from a consumer perspective, most people are gonna look at that and be like, so it's a bunch of bricks. Why not just buy a creator set? So I was gonna be like, oh, we can make the yellow guy win, but the ISS, like, I see your point. I guess I can understand why you don't like it. Why don't you like it?
I kind of want to vote for that one because every time anything space related gets into the running for Lego Ideas, it never wins. So I kind of want to hook those people up that really want that.
Whoa, Greg,
I know what you're gonna say next.
Oh my god. Anytime anything space, dude. All we ever get is space. No, I'm kidding. Well, not all we ever get. Okay, here's those space sets we got. We got the Saturn. We got Women of NASA. We got the Hayabusa space. Was that the submarine? But there was the second
submarine.
That was the second one was the whatever it was.
The Mars rover.
The Mars rover. Okay,
That's
so
the
we
one
got
was able to
4
get.
sets.
Yeah,
the Curiosity one. We got way too many space sets, in my opinion. But we could make the argument. Well, we got way too many license sets. Yeah, I know.
Are you?
But it doesn't really matter though because Stitch is gonna destroy this.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna win.
Are you able to see how many votes each project has?
No, I wish.
Oh, I was gonna say.
But here's the interesting part. Here, Stitch has 140 comments.
I do
Yellow
see that.
has 168 and Space has 220. So I'm just saying.
Space Station might win. It might be the upset of the year.
Yeah, if it is, oh my gosh, I might barf in a bucket and film it. But no, I'm kidding. This design isn't even minifigure scale, okay? Ugh. You know how it ticks me off. But it's all petty. I get it. People like it, and I understand. I'm just, it's all for comedic effect. At the end of the day, getting an extra Lego idea set that we didn't even expect is cool. So I'm glad they're doing this. Me personally, Sega Classic arcade machines, so niche, but so perfect in my taste. I want that to win. It's not going to win, but yeah.
Kris,
I wish they would do like a Bricklink type thing here where we're just like, buy whichever one you want. We're going to make them all. Pick which ones you want to buy.
Yeah, that would be great too. Yeah. Did you end up buying any from Bricklink?
I didn't.
You can still buy them for like another month.
Went out of my mind.
Yeah.
Kris, which
I should
one
probably buy one.
Which one are you thinking on the ideas? If you
I
were
have
gonna
no
vote,
idea. I love when you like recognize the people who made them though. That's
Legoholic.
we just have an awesome
I
community.
don't know any of the
I
other
love.
guys.
I like Legoholic. Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And well, Nathan
I-
Sawa, he is the guy who made Yellow. That's his sculpture. That's based off of his
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
I know
don't
the sculpture. I don't know the guy.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards the ISS, but Stitch is pretty nice.
I
too.
just voted for the ISS, so everyone in chat vote ISS just to make Justin mad.
Oh man, you're gonna make me just too mad.
We're gonna make the
Alright,
ISS
do
I'm
this.
win.
gonna level it out. I'm gonna go Sega Classic Arcade to get.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
No one vote for Stitch because Stitch
Thank you.
already has the biggest lead, I'm sure. So go something else.
It might be like that, you know. We the media reports, oh, Stitch has the biggest lead. You don't have to vote. And the people who are going out to vote for Stitch, they don't vote. And then there's a big upset. And then they
Fake
say,
news.
oh, the election was rigged in this thing for the ISS. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy.
Is this how I get banned from? Will I get banned from Lego Ideas if I just start campaigning for a project like so heavily?
No, I don't. I'll say this: they say that you could vote like They say spam your project everywhere once you make a project. So I think you're fine because like they encourage you to like make campaigns and stuff like that.
Here you go, Ryan. Your next giveaway is everyone has to have proof that they voted for whatever.
Oh,
it is.
okay. That would get you banned. Too far.
It doesn't matter if I get. It's a small price to pay for salvation.
Yes. Oh, look at you.
Pulling out the end game quotes.
Yeah, you finally graduated. To
Yeah.
level.
Times have changed.
I know.
Yeah.
Wow.
I assume,
That's a big change from last year. I'm
I-
pretty sure you
I
hadn't
watched-
watched like any.
I hadn't. I watched Infinity War and Endgame though now, Chris. I'm well endowed. I'm into it. I'm into it. It's good
You
stuff.
gotta watch some of the older ones, man.
One of these days, I'll get a
Yeah.
few of them down, but it's a lot. There's like 20
Just-
or something.
You can make like a video. It's like I watched the Marvel movies for the first time. It will be a hit beyond the Lego community. Trust me. You just gotta market it well. Bam. Yeah.
Watch it. It's like, oh, did you ever see the Gus Johnson video where it's like people listening to
Oh yeah, where they faked it. Yeah.
Listen-
You won't have to fake it this
Bohemian Rhapsody for the first
Yeah.
time? Oh my
Gus
God.
is a cool guy. Yeah.
So-
we gotta get Gus on Bricks and Bits, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he'll have a lot to say about the Lego world.
Oh yeah.
I guess we'll do ideas results, and I have a question for you, Justin. I didn't catch your
I'll go for it.
video yesterday, but
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
want to
yes,
talk
go.
about your theory. So the Lego ideas results. This is the one I think, Greg, we and Justin, we talked about. I don't know when this all was, like a few months ago, but it was the
It was
one
cool. It was pretty soon. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
all wanted
the food.
Fast
burger
food.
and
Yeah.
fries and cake.
I was disappointed when that didn't become the set. I really
Yeah.
was. It's unfortunate,
Yeah.
but the dinosaurs is kind of cool, I guess. Like I know kids love dinosaurs, so like that's great.
fun.
They like real dinosaurs, like fully functioning dinosaurs, not the bones though.
I don't like fossils.
Yeah, fossils. I don't think so.
Dang.
Only one way to find out. The cruise ship would have been nice. It just would have been way too expensive. I need to build my own cruise ship. I like boats. The
I
piano.
like boats too.
The
But
pi-
like,
so the playable
that's how
piano.
minifigures go.
Oh, minifigure scale. That's way too big. But
I
the
know.
the piano though. Oh my God! Like if they, because that is apparently going to be further review, so they're gonna like
Mhm.
look at it, I guess, some more and see if they can do it. But like that's awesome.
I would buy
That
that.
is crazy. That is such a crazy. If that works and everything like that, like, first off, it's going to be so expensive, and second off, I will buy the heck out of it, and everybody will. So that's just a utility at that point, you know. if it's
Yeah.
Working actual.
Are they
you
going
know.
to keep doing that fan vote where they pick out random ones and then let people vote on which one gets made, or
I think this
is
is for
just
the
a one-time only?
anniversary.
It's a one-time. Yeah, maybe for the.
'cause I
50th
know
year,
If,
you know?
if that fast food one went in, I guarantee people would vote like crazy on that.
Yeah.
I would
agree.
make sure it gets voted in.
Yes.
we,
Yeah.
we would be campaigning hard for that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm somewhat disappointed with this choice. I probably obviously the final set isn't going to be what the project looks like exactly, but I'm not particularly interested in buying dinosaur bones, so
Yeah, no, I feel you. It's a cool build, but yeah, like meh, you know. But I'm the one who likes the random license sets. Anything minifigure scale gets me. This is, I guess you could say this is minifigure scale. You know, you could put it in a museum, but yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. Next review is going to be interesting, though. I don't know if you guys seen it.
have not. What's up?
Well, I think we discussed it. It's like the Adams Family house, Sesame
Oh
Street.
yeah.
Yeah. So I want to see that.
Big Elmo
Yeah.
fan, Chris?
Oh yeah.
Gonna get that Sesame
There you
Street set? Oh man.
That's
That one will
awesome.
probably happen too. That's the funniest part.
I don't think it will. It requires too many specialized head molds. They're not going to print it on a frickin' regular minifigure head like the project has.
Well, you know,
I think it's a cool project though. But yeah.
Toy Story printed on regular minifigure heads, and they should have had specialized molds. So you know, anything's possible.
I don't know. I think even Sesame Street is even harder to do than Toy Story. Because Toy Story, at least they're humanoid shapes of heads, you know?
Right. Yeah, they're like doll characters. I see your point.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
So, Justin, you have a theory, and for
Mm-hmm.
both myself and anyone else who didn't watch your video yesterday,
Yeah, 2 days.
what
ago,
is 2 days ago? Sorry, the days go by. What is your theory on Lego Nintendo 2020?
Oh, yeah. So basically, I feel like we're getting Lego Nintendo sets in 2020. That's my theory. No, okay. My theory with that is that
I just feel like it. New theory.
yeah, it's here it is. Okay, so I'm trying to recall my points. So like basically next year we have 3 Lego minifigure series and we don't know what any of them are. What do you guys think the minifigure series next year are?
Series 20.
That's easy.
Harry Potter Series 2.
I'll tell you why I don't think that.
Oh yeah, all right.
Because there's no Fantastic Beast movie coming out. So they did the first series when there was a Fantastic Beast movie. So I don't, and there's a Fantastic Beast movie coming out the year after. So what if they save
they'll
that
wait
for the year
then.
after?
You're right.
Okay, so eliminated.
Star
What
Wars.
else?
I heard Star Wars was coming from the brothers guys.
Yeah, wasn't that like
That was such
total
garbage.
BS?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and I knew it from the
exactly.
first time I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I got blamed for it, I think. So that's great. Oh my god. Yeah, no, that one's not happening.
Exactly right. Okay, so that can't happen. Lego Movie 2 series 2. Well, Lego Batman movie.
No, thank you.
Series 2
Yeah,
sold
pass.
terribly. Yeah, it sold terribly.
Chris and Greg, any CMF ideas?
Who knows?
We'll finally get that U.S. exclusive series.
Yes.
We'll get an American sports team or
Hey,
something.
the Olympics
be
are
down.
next year. I'm just saying that is actually a contender.
Oh.
People are thinking we're just gonna get a generic Olympic series. That could work. Like just have one of each team or something. So maybe that's actually a legitimate, like it's a possibility. But yeah. So even then, even if we think of one, we still have one space open. So I have no.
So it
clue
has
what
to be
it's gonna
Nintendo.
That's why. Okay. Second thing is, guess what? Reason 2.
Yeah.
K'NEX has lost the Mario license. K'NEX doesn't do licensed sets anymore. They got
Huh.
brought by this company called Basic Fun last year, and they got rid of all the licensed toys. So it's just they stink to Lincoln Logs, they stink to coasters, all their original stuff. No Nintendo stuff anymore.
Interesting. So they,
Uh-huh.
but what if Mega Constructs went in and swooped it up? Because they've done
They could.
Nintendo before, right? Or
Well, they've done Pokemon, which is it's partially owned by Nintendo, but that's
Okay.
about it.
yeah, I wouldn't
So-
really count that in the same way. I think
That's-
like Mario.
Yeah, exactly. Because Pokemon is second party. It's owned by the Pokemon Company. A 33 split of Nintendo, Game Freak, and Creatures. So there you go. But
Huh.
also, yeah, exactly. Lego Overwatch came out this year. Lego Overwatch is such a smaller, or Overwatch in general is a smaller property than Mario, Zelda, Star Fox, Animal Crossing, all those,
Right.
So there you go.
Please let this be a thing. We always say, like, if Lego just wants to print money, if they just want to be like Scrooge McDuck and fill up their
Yeah.
vault, this is what they need to do.
Legit, I know. Just
Give me
do
a
it.
Super Smash Brothers set with all the figures
Please.
in there would be just amazing.
I wish they would do that. I don't know if they would do for specifically because I don't see any Smash Bros. Toys beyond Amiibos. But even just having Mario and Zelda, as 2 separate themes, Legend of Zelda and Mario, or you could have a World of Nintendo banner like Jack's Pacific does this. Jack's Pacific is another toy company. They have a World of Nintendo banner, so you'll get Mario, Zelda, Animal Crossing, Splatoon, all as different toys. But it's almost like the Lego Superheroes theme was for Lego, where it's just under this blanket theme, and it
Right.
allowed them to do more obscure stuff. Like there's like one Star Fox toy, so it's like, oh, cool, that's awesome. And then we can make our own Smash Bros.
Yeah.
And we have Sonic. We have a Sonic figure. We could plop him in there.
You think
Yeah.
they would see, like, look at Steamboat Willie, for example, and how the Disney crowd came out to buy
Mhm.
that. It was an overpriced set for the most part. Maybe not that great.
Mhm.
Probably triggering people. But think about the Nintendo fan base.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're going to see this once they see how once they see that and all these different ideas projects of just obscure properties, there's no way they can't consider it. And then I have a fourth reason. I do have a fourth reason.
Oh.
None of the Legend of Zelda projects were considered to be brought back from the Lego Ideas contest we were just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Why wasn't Zelda specifically brought back? Now you could say because it requires a new piece, but like
because they knew it was impossible and they're not doing it.
I'm telling you this because it's conflicting with what they have coming out next year.
Conspiracy just too good on the job.
Hell yeah.
Thank me later.
If you're ever right about anything, I hope this is the thing that you're 100%
Thank you.
That's a good
I
conspiracy.
hope so too.
It's pretty. Sorry, go ahead.
I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate the praise. I was just gonna say, ever since I was growing, when I was like a little just too good, I wanted 3 Lego themes: Toy Story, Simpsons, and Nintendo. Specifically Mario.
You got 2 out of 3.
I got 2 out of 3. Okay, we just need that one more. Okay?
I think about like amiibos and how people collected those like crazy. Even people that didn't even play the games that they go with. Think about what this would do.
Exactly.
Shelves
It's like
would be filled across the world with Lego Nintendo stuff.
and there's no way they could make Overwatch and not Nintendo. Like, come on. It's just like, it just blows my mind. So I think next year is a year. Probably summer. I'm not saying January. Probably summer. They're going to wait for Connex's stuff to get off the shelves, and then bam. Because usually they wait like a year for the stuff to get off the shelves. I think they did that with Connect's Angry Birds. Like it was like 2013 to 2014 to 2016. You know,
God knows their Angry Birds stuff didn't do so well.
yeah, Angry Birds 2 is not getting.
I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. That's so unfortunate. You hate to see it.
Yeah. Man,
it's the worst.
No, I actually like the Angry Birds sets, but yeah,
I hope you're in the minority because I like to think I'm in the majority on that one.
Yeah, no, everybody hates that theme. I thought they were fun, but like they were a random license. But you know, they're doing Trolls. Yeah, do Trolls over Nintendo. But I know it's not the same thing. But like, come on, just do random licenses.
Who knows? Yeah. So.
Wait, sorry to interrupt. I have one more thing. I actually have 2 more things to say. Sorry, I hope I'm not talking too much about this.
No,
but
this is
Nintendo has the same. People say Nintendo as a brand has the same aura as 2 other things. There's 2 other brands that have the same aura as Nintendo. You want to know what it is? There's literally 2.
Lego. Wait, can we try to figure out the one that's not Lego?
Okay, yes, Lego is one of them. It's
Kris
easy.
and Greg. What other? It's easy.
It's easy. Yeah, what other company has the same aura as Nintendo?
Call of Duty.
Apple.
No. It's
enjoyed by families.
Oh, I was thinking like this
product.
really strong branding that people like are flocked to.
Well, it is. I think you've even kind of hinted at it a few minutes ago.
Oh, Mickey Mouse.
Disney,
yeah.
Disney is. They keep their prices premium. They're appreciated by like millions and everything like that. Yeah. Families can always go to Disney, always go to Nintendo, always go to Lego to get the best, the product that will just please anybody of any age.
Mm-hmm.
So, we got a Disney series this year. That was the second thing I was going to say was that Disney Series 3 is a possibility next year, but I don't think so because it took 3 years to make Disney Series 2. So
I keep them spaced out for sure.
Exactly, but who knows? Maybe there'll be a Disney Series 3 next year. But yeah, that's all I gotta say on this conspiracy, boys. Yeah,
that's good.
Interesting.
No, Greg brought up Steamboat Willie in the middle of that, and I wanted to know if you had made any further progress on the construction of that set.
I actually did.
Oh, yeah?
And by me, I meant the Just Two Mom. She took it apart, put it back together. She fixed that for me. She offered it. I didn't say, I never asked for. She offered it, and she fixed it and made it fixed. So that set it's all good now.
I praise her in like every episode. Way to go, Just Two Mom.
There you go.
Round of
I think
applause.
she's listening right now. Yeah, she's probably listening.
Well, hello.
There you go.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, no, that's good. That's very nice of her. I'm glad you got that fixed up now.
Yeah, I could finally play around with it and make the stacks go up and down.
Wait, you play with your Lego? What the heck?
I play with it for a second, push it. I definitely don't spend hours playing with my Lego sets. Who does that?
That's what it's about, man. I want to see more people playing with Lego in their video.
No, I totally agree, dude. I totally agree.
Kris, you want to have a war, your droid army versus my clone army?
Oh yes,
Yes.
let's do it.
That's it.
Oh my god. You should make more army videos too. I saw your droid army video and I was looking back on your channel there and it had done very well. Plus you had a cool thumbnail.
I was like, let's see what happens if I upload a video.
Yeah.
Like 100,000
Oh,
views.
people watched it. That's
Oh, can you believe that? Yeah, that's good. What if you did that more? What a concept.
next
Yeah.
Friday. Everyone, stay tuned.
Yeah, that's right. Next Friday, you did promise.
Friday,
If
let's
you
do
go
it.
back on your
We'll
promise,
video.
I'll hate you forever. No questions
Okay.
asked. You can't make a
I
promise
can
and not do it.
unsubscribe.
I can unsubscribe. Oh, I have the power. Oh,
Yep.
oh man. What else is the topic? Do you want to open up to chat? Or I do want to know, Kris, real quick
That's a
before we
good
open
idea.
up to chat. I don't know. We kind of touched on this, I'm sure, but like, what are your like actual future plans for your channel? Like, have you actually sat down and thought about, oh, in the next 3 months, I want to be doing this and that. I want to do this series and whatever, or are you just kind of still in limbo, like you don't know what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I'm definitely in limbo. I used to be such a planner for the last however
Yep.
many years. I always have had these big plans and goals, and then stuff just kind of didn't work out, or I didn't have the follow through with it. So that's where, I mean, I have like piles of sketchbooks with like different mock designs and things to do and things that I'd love to do one day, but I just don't know if I'm ever gonna get there. But we'll see.
Yeah, at least you have it planned out. One of these days you can get to it. You're gonna be Brick for Virginia and Brick.
Yeah.
What conventions? Just so people know where to find you.
And the fantastic Brixboat convention.
Brixpo. I think Danny typed in earlier. He wanted to know if you're going to Bricks in the Six.
No, you know what? I really wanted to, but I wasn't able to get the time off.
Ah, unfortunate. But hey, at Virginia, you can be on Building on a Budget. You can make your return to mock building
Let's do it.
for $10 in a small pick a brick cup. But all right, so we'll open it up to chat. We'll let people comment in questions or whatever, and we'll answer them. Is that what you guys want to do? Everyone can see chat, so
Yeah.
we'll wait for that to kind of roll in here. I'm sure
Only
there'll
if
be.
they're coming with the really good stuff. Otherwise, this is going to end. So
Yeah,
they
give
need
us
to
good
really-
questions. Yeah, that's a good questions.
What's your favorite set?
Greg, what is your favorite set? Now that you've mentioned it,
Yeah.
Let's go round table on
I-
that.
I'm
There you
still
go.
sticking with Ninjago City.
Yeah.
Really?
I love it.
Actually, Kris, what is like actually? What is your
There you
favorite
go.
set?
Real question.
Yeah, real question for Kris.
Oh, I'm not good at this. I
It can be something that you made, Kris.
have too many favorite sets. I like a lot of stuff. Like
Right. Fair enough. Yes. We did get a donation from Guideline Entertainment. Thank you very much, Riley or Wiley. Sorry, I messed up your name. He says, what was your boost video? Meaning, what video gave you a big boost on your YouTube stardom? Okay. I think I want to say, so I'll go first, I guess, because I kind of have an answer already and you guys can think about it. But, oh wait, someone says audio dropped. Oh yeah, y'all's sound is gone. Hold on. Okay, they can hear me but not you. Something weird happened then. Yeah, let me just see if I can. Okay, yeah, I'll get their audio fixed. Hold on. Sorry, that's weird. I don't know what happened. Multi-output aggregate. Can you guys talk now? Oh, shoot, I can't move this. Oh wait, now I can't hear you. Multi-output. Test now. Now I can hear you. What in the world just happened? I didn't do anything. It beats me what I did, because I don't know. Test? No, that's not I literally did nothing. What did I do for this? I wish I knew what happened.
the chat just wasn't ready for our answers to the question.
The chat was not ready for it. That doesn't. Oh wait, test? No. Oh wait, I might know how to fix this now. Hold on. Settings. Make this multi. Oh wait. Okay, they can hear you now all of a sudden, even though that was the same
Okay,
it
so
was
it
before.
works.
Okay, yes. They said it randomly cut out. Okay, we're back on. So my boost video was or at least so it's kind of in stages, right? Like when you get to the point that I'm at, and I'm sure Justin and Greg and maybe Kris will have similar stories. You get to have multiple videos that you kind of look back on and be like, these were like the steps to where you are now. So I want to say my first thing was drop test back in the day, like 2012 when I started doing drop, or it had to be 2012. I started doing drop test, and like I felt like that was like my first big boost. Like those videos did really well. It was a fun series, pretty popular, and I think I was the only person doing Lego drop tests at the time, or something like it was just kind of something unique that I was doing. So that was kind of a big boost for me. And then I want to say my next kind of big boost video, and I'm sure there were some in between, but I can't really think of them. Like all my collection and army videos in between obviously usually do really well, so those would be boost videos. But the one that sticks out is from 2017, and it was Lego meme sets. So that was my other big boost video.
Are you on number 3 now?
What do you? Oh yeah, I've done 3 now.
3.
Yeah, once a year. That's it. People want me to do
Once a
more,
year.
but no.
I feel you.
You gotta,
keep it like
sacred.
That's like me and my every minifigure opening video, which is one of my boost videos.
Yeah.
Where I open every minifigure series. That Spider-Man one I talked about earlier, the Spider-Man news video, like that was back in 2012. That got me a lot of subscribers for that, like spacing. My top 10 list, my first 2 top 10 lists, or I guess they were top 15 lists then. Those were ones that got a lot. They were just like growing crazy. I never saw any videos grow to that level on my channel before. And so that started the whole top, list videos that I make, which I love making, but they take a long time. So that's just a few of my boost videos. Oh, the Fortnite CMF draft. That's another one,
Fortnite's the best.
Any of the Fortnite ones. Yeah, no, those get a lot of views, and I like making them. People really hate on them, so that's something.
Yeah, you play Fortnite. Why wouldn't you make videos about Fortnite?
I know it's crazy, right? Because you don't understand. Fortnite sucks. Oh no. Yeah. So there you go. That's why I can't make videos.
I'm sorry you feel that way. Sorry, what are you gonna say?
Yeah.
Greg or Kris? Boost video or
Go ahead,
videos?
Greg.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
I got really lucky because the things that boosted me was what I love to do the most, and that's to find stuff at yard sales, finding Lego yard sale things. And the one thing that kind of really started taking off was just getting like a random bag of something like at a yard sale and then dumping it out and going through it. That's what really just started taking my channel up. And I still do those videos to this day. I love it.
Yeah. It's yard sale season again.
It is.
Kris, where are you at for your boost video?
Man, it's definitely most most of my bigger mocks have all been boost videos, but I mean my droid and clone armies have done it along the ways, and then my biggest one was that the first mock when we created Rebel Lug for the mock series, and we did the big Clones Alone series, and I built the giant like clone base on Tabrin, and it has whatever ridiculous amount of
Is that the
views
one
on
that
it.
you had like get broken on top of you?
That's
you
the
were
one that I
laying
climbed
underneath?
inside.
Yeah,
of the
you could climb
construction,
inside.
yeah.
That was so epic. Yeah, I'm sure definitely must have been a bunch of your mocks that helped you.
Yeah.
Those are great. I loved that one. I'm pretty sure there's a picture of you like underneath the mock. It's pretty dope. I should have
I
used
think I
that for
tried
your. Sorry, go ahead.
I think I tried to like climb inside, and then I did I had it collapsed on top of me. It was a life and death experience there.
Rest in peace. I'm gonna see if I can find it while we're chatting. But yeah, so those are like the main boost videos for us, I think, and it might be the videos that some of you guys found our channels based on. I think I get that sometimes, like this was the first video I watched of you or whatever. I'm sure you guys see the same thing. But I can't find this picture, Kris. Dang it. Kris, let me know you're able to, if you know where it is, that'd be great. I'd love to show people, but it exists. Everyone can try to find it. Rest in peace, Plasma Bridge. What's that? Is that the bridge that was in the mock?
Yeah, part of that mock.
Huh. Do you guys see any good questions in the chat? Oh, someone wants to know, is Kris still in Rebel Log? I'll put you on the hot seat. I think I know the answer, but apparently they don't.
Am, yeah.
Oh, you're still in Rebel Log? And I know you're also in Empire
You
Lug.
thought he wasn't?
I thought he was. I thought you were you're in Empire Lug too, though.
I am, yeah.
So you're a
Nobody
spy
said you
for
can't
one
be
of
in two
them.
groups. No. It's I mean, I'm not super active building for the collabs this season, but
Right.
we'll see in the future.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Do you plan? What do you? Yeah, so I guess you'll get back into it next time they come around on a different collab.
Yeah, we'll see.
Get more Simpsons now that it's. Will we get more Simpsons now that it's Disney? Justin, what's your conspiracy theory?
I think. I'll tell you this. I have a little conspiracy.
Uh-oh.
Simpsons Series 2 unfortunately sold. I know, makes me sad, but it's doing too many figures back to back. I think that's another reason why they kind of space them out, maybe Disney. But the thing is, with Simpsons, there's apparently going to be another movie, and I think this movie is going to probably end the show. So if they're going to do that, they're probably going to have one last big marketing push, because you see in 2014 and 2013, around that time, that's when they did a huge marketing push. So I think it was like the anniversary of, I think, 25 years for Simpsons or something like that. So they put all these different products, and that's actually how the Lego Simpsons came about. Like, they approached Lego to make Simpsons toys to celebrate the anniversary.
Right.
So I think they're going to have one last marketing push like that when Simpsons Movie 2 comes out. And I could see them doing a direct-to-consumer set, or I don't know if about a minifigure series, but I could see a direct-to-consumer set, or maybe like even a wave of sets for it, especially now that Disney owns it. You know, they're going to, they love marketing stuff. So yeah, we'll see.
Someone wants to know why we don't do stop motions. I'll go first. It is very time consuming.
I was literally going to say that.
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably be the same answer, everyone. It requires a lot of skill, which I don't have. It also requires, like, you just have to, it's one of those things, like Kris was saying earlier, like, he wants to improve the quality of his videos. If I made a stop motion, it would not look like what I would want it to look like. Like, it would be so garbage. Like, the frame rate would probably be all screwed up. The lighting would probably flicker. Who knows what the effects would look like? God, they'd be god awful. But yeah, it's basically just, for me, it's like I could never make it look like what I wanted to make it look like unless I put 100, 200, 300 hours into it, and I just don't feel like it. So that's where I'm at on stop motion. I don't know about you guys.
I think we all feel the same way.
Yeah,
I have a ton of respect for people that do those.
Absolutely.
It's incredible, but it's not me.
Kris, Dark Lord Vader says we need the Kris Productions Harambe song released.
I was really hoping you wouldn't play
Oh,
that.
you didn't want me to read that one? Such a good song. I've used it in a video before. You guys can go try to find it.
Oh,
That was such a good song.
Okay.
Kris actually makes good music sometimes. He's a good singer. What?
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah,
You hit all the notes.
Song.
It was a song.
It was an interesting creation.
I remember. Yeah, it was just back when Harambe was the big meme. That's what that was about. Polybags Pat says, "What Lego set do you regret not buying the most?" So, like, you saw it in the store shelves and you had the opportunity to buy it, I assume. Like, you had the money and you just chose something else over it.
I have two.
You have two?
The
All right.
Haunted Mansion, or Haunted House, and the Grand Emporium.
What were like your any like sitting in the store like, oh, I'm gonna get it, no, I'm gonna get this one instead, or just kind of like those are just hanging over you?
Those were just ones that I wanted for Christmas and stuff like that. At the time I was going to get the Grand Emporium, I was about to buy it for that Christmas, or, you know, like I asked for that Christmas because I was going to get it the last Christmas, but I was like, I'll hold off a year. That was the year it retired, so there you go. But I always act like I don't have it or anything like that, but I keep forgetting I do have it. You know, I got it recently. So I got it, you know. I put a package opening video for that.
Now all is well.
So I got to build that. It's a lovely set.
Someone wants to know if the title is an iCarly reference. Justin does the title, so Justin, is it an iCarly reference?
No.
Okay, there's the answer. I was curious because I didn't know. My answer for which set I regret, and it's weird too because like Justin, I have it now, is the Super Star Destroyer. It was basically at the end of the Super Star Destroyer's life cycle, and it was the Super Star Destroyer versus the Death Star playset, both the same price. I could have gotten either or, and I chose the Death Star. Well, long story short, I no longer have the Death Star, and I now have the Super Star Destroyer, just to tell you how that one went.
So it all works out. But it's weird because like we haven't had it for so long, and now we have it. It's almost like we forget that we have it. You know?
Yeah, mine's not. I haven't even built the Super Star Destroyer yet because I don't have room to display it. But one day
Same
I
here.
will enjoy it.
Like literally same here. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were rich. What the heck?
I know, right? Crazy.
Kris or Greg? Big regrets?
Well,
Okay.
This happens to me more often than not because I'm always looking for deals, and sometimes I'll see something and then be like, "Oh, I'll wait for that to go on sale," and then eventually it's gone, right?
Yeah.
So I remember one, and what makes it even worse is that I have a lot of these on video. Like I have myself like looking at this set that now I can't get, and I remember one in particular was the AT-AT from a few years back. It was 75054, and I remember seeing it sitting on the shelf, and I was like, "Dude, I got to get that," and I didn't get that, and now I can't get that. So that's one, and it just happens to me like on Amazon and stuff too. I remember the Back to the Future DeLorean. I think that was that an idea set? I didn't get that, and of course that's out, and it just it's so painful to like.
You got to get that one, dude.
I know it's so expensive now, but to see something, and even when it's on sale, and you're like, I'm gonna wait for clearance, and then you don't get it, and then years later you regret it. It happens to me.
Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. You miss the clearance or whatever, and you get screwed. Especially when, especially when you do it the way you do it. When you kind of
you guys go out the before it's even released, and you have this set that you want. I'm kind of like I'm a little opposite on that.
Yeah, you risk it all to save $50
to save $1.
Yeah,
it's fun though. I like the hunt.
It is I agree.
Deals.
I love
like
honestly
talking about deals.
No, yeah, absolutely, and you definitely have that down, but it's fun on both sides. Like, it's definitely got to be fun to go hunt down deals, right, and be like, oh, I'm gonna get this for $50 off. I just saved a bunch of money. Versus on Justin and I's side, like trying to get it early, like which stores have it, asking if it's in the back, getting it off the pallet from Walmart at 1 a.m. Like, there's a lot of fun to be had on both sides.
Yeah,
it's all about the hunt, no matter what it is. It's the hunt,
absolutely.
I forgot to say, but like the Grand Emporium, by the way, I got it from Brick Vibe. Very nice. He gave me a good deal on it. It was after he was on this show, I think it was. He made the deal there. Yeah. So I can't wait to build that. But yeah.
Kris, biggest regret?
Man, I mean, now I totally understand you, Greg. Like I do the same thing where I wait for trying to get things on sale all the time, not buying like anything at retail anymore, and I always am worried that I'm gonna miss something. But I think my biggest regret would be way back the 2008 MTT
7.
Yeah, 2007, and I chose the Exoforce Mobile Devastator instead of it.
I'm sorry,
and it's like the
that.
giant Exoforce tank with these huge green wheels, and I had the choice between the two, and I chose that one for some reason.
10-year-old
really
Kris was
regret
not
that.
very bright.
I have stories like that, like with video games, when you're staring at the case and you're like, I think I'm gonna get this one instead of like the best game that's ever been released, and then years later you're like, dang, what did I do?
I know.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I have another question from, I'm not gonna say their name, but it says, is it hard to get a girlfriend because of Lego or our hobby in general? So, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to get a girlfriend for a while.
I don't think your wife would be very happy if you did that.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Never mind.
Oh my god. So you obviously don't have that experience. I assume you didn't have a whole Lego display when you started dating her and everything, so I don't...
No, I didn't at the time. I was into video games and stuff then, and she was okay with that. But I think, like, this is going to sound corny, but if you really love someone or you like someone or whatever that hobby is or whatever you're into, if they can't accept that, then it's not the right person. The coolest thing you could do is find a girl. I know these may exist in the wild somewhere. There is maybe a girl out there that likes Lego herself. You guys bring your collections together and just rock it out, man. But if not, just make sure that they like you for who you are. And if you have a Lego collection, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it makes it like harder to get a girlfriend. Maybe if you're like, I don't know, 12 years old and everyone in middle school is like it just has that middle school stigma. But once you get past that, I don't see it as much of an issue at all. Like, it's more of like just kind of a unique thing. As long as you're a normal person outside of that. Otherwise, you're like the weird Lego person. You don't want to be that. But
yeah, I don't know if I'd walk up to a girl and be like, check out my my backlog here or whatever. But But like you guys have interesting stories too. But you can they ask you what you do for a living. You're like, I make YouTube videos about Lego stuff, and I'm living my dream. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, like I always thought it'd be awesome to be a Lego designer. Like, is the
oh yeah, that's a crazy one.
But then I thought, now knowing what I know now, I would rather do what I'm doing now than be a Lego designer, because there's no like
I have no interest in.
Yeah, there's no production quota. You don't have anybody like barking orders at you. You can do literally whatever you want today, and hopefully people are going to like it. And that's, I think, the coolest thing.
Yeah, the thing with being a Lego designer, like, I can't design, so really takes me out of that one. Kris, did you want to be a Lego designer at one point? Was that like one of your things?
I don't think so.
No. I just assumed because you were
I think
a
it'd be
builder.
very stressful.
I would wonder. I would love to have a Lego designer on the show one time and talk about that, because I'm sure it has to be. I don't know, but Lego's a really good company. I feel like they have a pretty lax system. I don't know. That is
They probably expect something out of you though. Like if you're sitting down there to work and build something, like, hey, we need this thing done, and it needs to be released, and it needs to work, and it needs to be good. Where if you're Kris and you're building the mock, it's like, hey, if it doesn't get done until next Friday when you're making your video, that's fine, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Kris or Justin, has it made it hard for you?
Well, it's a
I know the
double-edged sword
mask
because-
probably makes it hard, but
Oh, it's not, first off, it ain't a mask. It's my insect head, and we have very prejudiced people against the praying mantis community. So, that's probably hard on itself. But no, like, it's a double-edged sword, because do you want to tell them right away that you're a YouTuber? People might use that against you, you know. But so I usually keep it. I used to say that used to be my starting line, but now I keep it private, you know.
They find out you're rich and you live in this big insect mansion.
Exactly right. They're going to use that against me. So I try to start with qualities first, you know.
Yeah.
Wow her with stuff beyond just being a Lego YouTuber. So I don't think it makes it hard, but and I think Lego at this point is accepted by the general public to be something that's beloved by everybody. Unless you're in like middle school and you're like, oh, Lego's for babies. Once you get past that, people will say, oh, that's actually really cool. I love Lego. Like, everybody will have that response. That's really cool. I love Lego.
yeah.
You know? So
Yeah.
I think
That's
it's becoming
just
much
awesome.
like video games, how video games used to be a kid's thing, but now it's nothing to see,
exactly.
a 45-year-old dude playing Call of Duty.
No, yeah, exactly. That's totally
I
true.
mean, Call of Duty's been around so long.
Yeah.
They just grew up with it. That'll be me in 20 years. Just still playing Call of Duty.
Yeah. So there you go.
Lego Borat
It's one-
2020.
I think the trouble is,
No.
at least in the Lego YouTuber space, the trouble is once you secure that person, it's like, hey, now I spend 20 hours a day on YouTube and making videos and doing all this stuff, and then they have to you have to find a balance there, which is what I struggle with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the YouTube thing is a weird thing. Like, people look at it like, oh, it's the easiest job ever. Like, and to a degree, it's easy. You don't have to go any. I mean, depending on what you do, you don't have to go anywhere. You don't, whatever. But like,
Right.
there is also the aspect of it. Like, I'm always doing YouTube, but the flip side of that is I love it. I love you. YouTube is like my life. Like, it's awesome. It's like I'm always either watching YouTube videos, working on YouTube videos. Like, what else do I do? Play
We're like the same
basketball,
person.
go to the gym. Like, yeah, but like, watch sports.
Well, I usually spend half of the day YouTube, half.
I didn't
That's how I
catch
do.
the second thing you said there. What's the?
I said half of the day chilling or half of the day doing YouTube. That's usually how I do it. You know.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
the cool thing is, if you want to take a day off, you can take a day off. If you want to make 3 videos today, you can do that. Like, you have
I
all
love
this
those days. I love the days where I'm just like super motivated and you get like 3 videos done. It's like, oh my god.
Those are the best. I hate the days where I'm so dismotivated. I'm like lazy and I just like upload at like 8 p.m. and I'm like, I hate this. Oh god. So those, that's how it is. But I also don't like working for people. I hate working for people. But I'm glad that I'm like the boss of my own company in a way with this YouTube.
Yeah, I can comment on that because I've kind of done both, and I look at it as like I'd much rather be working on my goals and achieving success that then is paid back to me versus working on someone else's goals. And even if you do a really great job at that, you don't really get to see all of the reward from it, you know?
Right.
It's true.
Like, you can go
That's
to your
another
job and do like this amazing work, and your boss might even be like, hey, great work there, Justin. But you make an awesome YouTube video, you get everything from that, which is really cool.
Yes, that's why I never want to join like people like joining like networks and stuff. I never want, because it's
The
like
network thing, from what I've drawn from that. They just take money from you. I've never joined a network either.
Yeah, and I've always seen this, and networks are very unpopular
get
nowadays, but I
emails
always
all
used to
the
see
time.
this, and I'm like, I will never join that because all they're going to do is take money from me, and nobody else feel
Aren't they
bad.
supposed to
But
promote you though too? Like, and
that's the
give
thing.
I don't think
higher
it helps you on Lego. I don't know.
No, I don't
They
know.
promote
I know
you, yeah, but-
JPO 97 Studios joined a network, and it was the worst decision he ever made. And he doesn't make videos anymore, so that probably attributed to that. But we have a donation from Alsoforus, something donated 99 cents. So thank you. We will be splitting that into pennies for each other. But we have a question from Charm City Bricks. He says, "How often anymore do you sit back and ask yourself what in the heck is Lego thinking on a lot of sets, especially with Star Wars?" I want to start with Kris here. More importantly, I want to know, Kris, do you still buy Lego sets? Because I know you obviously aren't making a lot of videos, and you're busy with school and internships or whatever, real life. But do you still like keep up with like the current releases and buy any of the recent sets?
I still. Okay, at the start of the new year, I think you did something similar where I tried to do no set 19.
I did,
And
that's hard. That's a lot harder than I
love that
tried,
game.
and I only made it like a week and a half.
and it went good for I think 3 or 4 months, and then there was
That's-
like a 50% off sale on Amazon, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to buy a few sets. But no, I'm just trying to like, I'm no longer kind of ahead of the ball at this point now. I'm just trying to like make sure I get the few sets that I want before they're discontinued. So mostly like Infinity War and stuff like that. But I don't know, Star Wars for me has just not been as interesting. Like I don't know, the Canadian prices are so bad on so much of the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
and I mean, other than the figures, I just don't see uses for any of the sets, because I mean, I like for them to have a purpose, and if I'm not building, then there's a lot less purpose for the sets.
Fair enough.
So otherwise it's just buying them and then parting them out. So I just have not been doing much of that, and yeah, definitely not much Star Wars.
What a shame. That's all right. One day you'll be back.
One day.
So, are you gonna build a big Infinity War mock or something? Like I know you built the tower, but like, are you deep down inside, like you're after the Jedi Temple? Do you want to clear that off and just like build Wakanda or something?
No, I hadn't thought about that.
Huh.
I was thinking, because I'm gonna try and rebuild this Avengers tower to be hypothetically a modular thing that I can bring around. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll make that theme to one of them. But no, I've never planned. I have like all the Marvel sets, so I want to keep on going with that.
I have another question for you. I know back in the day, I think you said like one day, when you move out, you want to have your own Lego city in your own house. Is that like, obviously you
Oh,
don't
yeah?
do a lot of Lego City stuff now, but is that still like a goal of yours?
That definitely is, but it's not to have it in it. It would be just to rent a workshop or
Oh.
have a garage that would work well
Like-
for that. Because I just need a big base, because all my builds are way too big.
So for
and they
everyone
don't-
here, for Kris, you too, like, would you? So I was talking to a friend, and they were like, "Well, why don't you get like a office space? Like, I don't want to have my stuff away from me. I don't want to have to go to it. I want all my stuff at my house or like in a garage outside of my house, right, or whatever the deal is. But like on the same property. I don't want to have to drive to like go do Lego stuff. Are you guys in that same boat? Like, where are you all at on that?
Wait, can you repeat the first part of that question because you cut out for me?
What was the first part? I don't remember. What basically?
I heard you don't want to. I don't want to drive to Lego things.
Yeah, basically, like, would you get an office space to do your Lego YouTube or
Oh.
building, or like, or do you
show
want
it.
to keep it all in your house? I would rather keep it all at my house. I like the way I have it now, or whenever I
Yeah,
move
no.
out, like keep it.
Exactly.
Together.
Like I don't want to, because then I would have to like drive to the office to make a video. Like
Yeah,
that would be so logistically just it wouldn't help. But also, even though where I live now is very tight, like once I get like a house, oh my gosh, videos would be so easy because I'll just be able to, and collecting Lego would be so easy because I would have rooms for storage. Now I have to pay for storage in different places and everything like that, and that's kind of hard transporting stuff. And if I'm missing a set, I got to go looking for it, and it's like, But yeah, I always want to do it for my home. so I don't have to get dressed or anything. I don't have to leave. I could just do it straight from there. Bam. You know?
Yeah. I love the idea of just coming down my stairs and essentially having a television studio just waiting here for me to flip the lights on and start recording. It's amazing. But I'm kind of at the place right now where I'm running out of space for storage. So I'm either going to have to build something, or I'm either going to have or do what you do, which is to pay for storage.
It's time to buy a mansion, Greg.
Box.
Time to move move to Florida. Houses are cheap. You just get a big one.
I'm down.
I'm sure Clark's on board. And there's just one other. That's majority vote, actually. You don't even have to.
2-1.
Overruled. Sorry, Mrs. Brickitect.
No, we're gonna come down there in like January when it's super cold here, and just spend like a week where it's nice and warm. And then when we come back, that'll be the convincing factor.
That will be our live episode, you know.
Oh yeah.
Real live.
In real life.
In IRL, yeah.
At
We should
Disney
rent out a
Springs.
place and allow people to come in. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, suggestions. We did get a couple donations from Casey Wood. The first one says, do you think LEGO's going to update the Rebel Blockade Runner UCS set from 2001? They kind of already did. They made the one that they just released, so that's all they're going to be doing. And then they donated $200. It says, and I don't mean that one they just released. So the answer to that is maybe in 10 years, but definitely not anytime soon because they just released one. So I don't think we'll get like a big UCS one for a long while, but hopefully that answers your question. I don't know if you guys have any input on that.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have breaking news. But
Really?
First off, this is a confidential picture, so But I'm just double checking if we could talk about this. So okay, keep talking for a second, and then let me check this. Okay.
So apparently, this just in from HQ. We have breaking news. Everyone in the chat, guess what the breaking news is, and we'll see if anyone gets it right.
Somebody said we could
drop
a
picture in Discord chat, and I'll.
Okay. Yeah, of course, don't show it. No matter what. It's confidential stamp, but like. I don't even know.
I'm excited. I don't know. This is going to be initial reaction for everyone. I don't even know what this is going to be.
I know. I'm trying to get this.
We're getting really good at building hype on this show, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the live show, too.
Yeah.
Like, you have people on the edge of their seat right now waiting to see what comes out.
Oh, speaking of hype, while Justin's bringing this up, are we going to talk anything about the hype that we were talking about last week and when that hype is eventually going to be revealed on this show?
I did want to touch on that, yes. So no, the big secret from last week was not that Kris was coming on the show. I'm sorry, Kris, that it wasn't you. I don't know if you know about it, Kris. We'll talk off air. But the thing that happened is someone also. I got some good guesses in the comments from last week. I did read the comments. Someone said someone is having a baby. Do any of us look like we're gonna have a child? No.
Actually, I'm gonna have a kid.
Oh, an insect child? Okay. But no, no one's having a child. We're not all moving into the same house or anything. None of that. I think those are all guesses. Nobody guessed what it was. So, yeah. Let's just say that. But it won't be touched on until it can be. There's no exact timetable.
We teased it too early, I think.
We probably teased it too early. I'm sorry. We didn't think about it, but
he's like, this is the biggest thing to ever happen in the LEGO community ever.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it soon.
It's one of the I told my friend who's staying at our house right now, kind of, and he's like, I don't believe that. Like, it is insane what happened. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, but it is bonkers, and you guys are not going to believe it either. But it's true, all of it, just like Han Solo says in The Force Awakens, right? So it is.
It's true. All of it.
It'll be soon, okay? It'll be in the next few episodes. It's pending on something. Someone says Jurassic World direct to consumer. Actually, Justin hasn't posted anything yet, so it might be that. Zandy Boy, thank you for the donation. He says breaking news: Lego Galador is being resurrected.
Wait, I haven't posted anything. What do you
have it? Where's the picture? Oh, did you put it in the doc?
The picture. I'm literally no.
I was waiting for it to show up in the Discord.
Okay, I will literally drop it.
I don't know what this is. Yeah.
Oh, yep. Okay, it's 100% public, so we could talk about it. Okay, I'm gonna drop it right now. I just want to see your initial reactions. Okay, so everybody, drum roll, please. Again, do not show this, but
I'm not showing it.
Okay.
Lego Above 35 is coming back.
Oh, it's.
Oh.
Whoa.
I mean.
See, Rick and Tech and I would be more excited for this.
It's a cool city set. No, it is, but I was expecting something more.
This is one of the best city sets in years, dude. What the heck?
It's got the helicopter, so it's got to be.
This
Oh,
is
gosh,
like
yeah.
my Canadian house in
There
Lego.
you go.
This was made for Kris. What do people search if they want to see what we're seeing hypothetically?
I don't know. It's on the I found it. It's on the Brickset forums. Okay, so if you are on the Brickset forums, Hugh himself has posted it on the Brickset forums. So that's the
Shocking
admin of Brickset posting that. So there you go.
You're never
But-
going to guess what flying vehicle is included in this city set.
Well, I already said helicopter.
You will
so-
never imagine. At least there's no crane. Okay, at least there's no
Spoiler.
crane. But yeah,
How do we know it's not a 3-in-1 build that turns into a crane?
that. Oh gosh. don't
So
say
this
that.
is like a ski. What is
a ski resort.
snowboarding?
It's a
No,
Lego
it's
City ski
snowboards.
resort.
It's snowboards. No, not skiing. I don't see any
There's
skis.
skis.
Show me the skis.
That's a
Next to
good
the
point.
snowboarder.
That's
Oh
a
yeah,
good point.
behind. Yeah, bottom right on the truck. But it looks like it's predominantly snowboarding. I don't know.
Yeah. So I love the buildings in here. I hope it's $90.
This would be
That's all I got.
$139.99 or something like that.
Oh, I
those
see
are
now,
good.
Chris. I'm
The
looking. at
donut shop
picture.
is 90, so I'll take it.
Okay,
you
we'll
know.
see.
Yeah. So there you go. That's
pretty
what
neat set. I like it.
breaking news.
I was just
Yeah.
overhyped.
Overhyped. I overhyped it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you
To me,
overhyped it.
I love seeing this. I think this is a set for me. Like I like this.
No, it's a cool set, but
Yeah,
overhyped.
for me,
That's all I'm saying.
lives up to the hype.
No, I'm sure all the
Yeah.
viewers will like it too. But what do you want to do? One more question from the chat. If you guys want to
Go
pick
for
something
it.
out that you see,
If that was Star Wars, Ryan would be freaking out. right
I
now.
would be. I might have just mentally overhyped myself. So
Okay.
what are you gonna do? But yeah, we'll take one more question or little topic to talk about, and then we'll call it because it's lunchtime.
I saw one earlier that we could wrap on, unless
Okay.
you want to take another
What do
one
you
from
got?
the chat. It was, where do you want to see the podcast a year from now? We've already been doing this for a year.
Oh,
What do you?
yeah, that's a good
What's,
one to end
what's our
on.
future plans here, and where's it going?
That is a good one to end on.
Good question, Chris. Will you come back in a year for the 2 years?
Sure.
All right, that's where we'll be in a year. We'll be right back here. No, I mean it's kind of like the video conundrum that we were talking about. Like you want to improve on it every time, so possibly just like a refined overlay. Like maybe get that kind of done. What can we do to improve the show? Maybe in the chat people can tell us. But I might get
Put it
a
on
new
iTunes.
microphone. Put out. Oh, that's right. That's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, that's a me thing. So yeah, maybe the show will be on iTunes and Spotify in a year. Who knows? That is something we would like to do, or I would like to get done. It's more of me figuring out how the heck do you put something on iTunes. I still have all the files for all the shows we've done, so I can just upload them. It shouldn't be a problem, but it's just
That's cool.
getting around to that. So I don't know. Will there be more live podcasts? It's a very occasional thing. The podcasts are predominantly pre-recorded. Once or twice a year would probably be our limit. I think everyone is kind of on the same page there.
Yeah. So yeah, once or twice. Yeah.
I don't have a particular. It's Canadian accurate. I see Chris. That's fair. But yeah, like we don't want to do live shows every week. It is kind of an extra hassle to do it live. So doing it pre-recorded is the way to go for us most of the time.
Dang, Canada is beautiful.
Yeah, Canada's nice. It's just really cold. Chris, what's the temperature right now?
It's actually pretty warm outside. It's like room temperature.
Oh yeah, I've had it worse. It's 80 degrees here. That's why every time I talk about temperature in a video, people are like, "Oh yeah, but it's 5 degrees less where I am, so why are you complaining?" So don't talk. Pro tip: don't talk about temperature in your video unless you want to get a lot of comments, which might be good for your video. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, any input from Justin and Greg? Where do you want to see the podcast in a year? I don't really
I
know.
was thinking. I mean, I don't really know.
I think
mean-
the formula is going pretty well. I think
Yeah.
it's good. We could always use sponsors. So if anybody
Yeah.
is watching this, we
Red
got
Lobster. Burger
Yeah, honestly,
King,
like I would like to
Chick-fil-A.
get more company sponsors than channels because one, I think they would pay more, which is good for all of us. Like, what's wrong with that? And two, it'd just be more stable and easier to
You gotta
run
hit up
stuff
Audible.
than like a week to week thing where you just have different people emailing. And I'd like to do this, so I don't know if I want to do this. So it'd be easier to run from that standpoint if you just lock down more long term stuff. But also planning farther ahead with guests is something I would like to get a little bit
Mhm.
better at, so that it's not like week to week as well. So that would be two things we'd like to improve upon and change. That's more of like on our side of
Yeah.
the thing, though, not really changing the show. I don't know what we could really do to make the show better. You know, it's as good as it's gonna get.
It's a good question
Just
to
have to
leave people
accept it.
to comment after this is over. What would you like to see improved on this, and who would you like to see on the show too? That's always a handy
Oh
one.
yeah, right now guest suggestions in the chat would be great, and I will look into those if they're not people like Jang Bricks. Yes, thank you. We've gotten that a million times, but more outside the box people. Because Jang Bricks won't do it. I don't think we haven't asked him, but he doesn't do stuff like this. So I guess if you don't ask, you can't know, right? But
It's always so crazy to hear about somebody that's really big on YouTube that you've never heard of, but they're super interesting or they make good videos, and we can have people like that on. I think that's always fun.
yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Whatever happened to Chris's Jedi Temple? We talked about this earlier. It's kind of in waiting, but he's still working on it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So it'll come back Friday. He said he's gonna. What is the video you are gonna make Friday?
I don't know. I gotta figure that out.
We put the pressure on them.
Yeah. Now it's gotta happen. So something. Yep.
Huh. We got Lego Bob 35, Brick Plumber. I've seen this request so much. It's Clark, but Clark wouldn't be a good podcast guest. I don't think people realize that.
Headphone users would be destroyed.
The
But I
podcast,
do see Clark come up a lot.
yeah. The podcast is like a sit down and talk thing, and I don't. Clark stands on his chair. That's like his
He's
thing.
not much of a sit down and talker.
Yeah.
He's more of a play and jump around.
And that's okay because he's 4 years old.
Yeah.
But he's just not a good podcast guest, so why would we have him on the podcast? You get
Sorry.
plenty of Clark elsewhere.
I'll do a podcast on my channel with just me and him for one episode. That
Yeah.
way everyone can experience it.
The Clark cast.
Yeah.
All right, so I've screenshotted a few of these chat logs, so we will definitely look into a lot of those guests. They want my brother on the podcast. Would that be interesting? I don't know.
That would be. Oh, we got to do that. Ian stories.
Yeah, we can.
Ooh, I saw the one
arrange
Mini
that.
Superheroes Today. That's a guy I just subscribed to. Love his videos. That'd be cool to have him on.
Okay.
They said Bafab, and I was like, we haven't had Bafab before on
We
the
have not.
podcast.
Okay.
That's pretty bad. Okay, Bafab.
Definitely.
He's Bafab next week if we don't get, that.
Oh yeah,
special
BFAB. You can
episode.
be our contingency plan on the outcome of something that we can't say.
Yeah.
Pick a random follower or subscriber. So I'm against that. I'm against having random people on the show. The show to me, it's a podcast. Like it's much more formal than that. Like a live stream, like Greg and I have done live streams where we invite people on. Like I get it, that's fine. But for the podcast, I want it to be a very formal thing where we have a guest on this week. It's Kris, and like we talk
Yeah.
about stuff. We don't want to just have random
I agree.
people on.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
I'm just not about that. And I honestly, I don't. None of the podcasts I listen to do it, so maybe that's where that bias comes from. But I like the way we have it. Mike from Cool. Yep, Mike. He left Beyond the Brick. Anyway, I guess we should wrap here. Any final comments from anybody?
Thanks for having me on.
Oh,
Of course.
it's a pleasure to have you back on. And also, I'm gonna say, I started playing Minecraft for the first time. Well, sort of, but yeah.
Do you have a
Downloaded
server?
Minecraft for the first
Please
time.
make a Minecraft server.
My friend made a Minecraft server.
On PC?
Either Jordan or Ashton, one of them made it. Yeah, so we've been building.
I
our own
totally
little
won't
place.
grief it. I promise.
Oh gosh, don't say that.
Dude,
Sure, Ryan.
you know,
Sure.
Kris. You know.
wait! I want to hear this story. What happened here?
I'm a griefer, dude. Minecraft,
what?
I like to destroy. It's so
Why?
much more fun.
You troll.
It's so much more fun. Oh my god, you have no
Everybody
idea. Maybe
Oh
not
my
because
gosh.
you're my friend, but
What happened? I want to know. Did you destroy Chris's
not
world or
Chris's. No,
something?
but
No,
just like
it wasn't my server. It
any
was...
Minecraft server.
Who was it?
Why
Who was
not?
it? Who was it?
It was
I
just a
wanna
random
know.
server on like the Boogaloo or something.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, no.
Oh, I could do a video griefing just too good as Minecraft server.
That's gonna be epic. Yeah.
Oh my god. No,
Oh
but yeah,
my
I've been
gosh.
if anybody in the chat knows Team AVO, they are great Minecraft griefers, legendary, and I've been watching their videos, rewatching for like the third time. But yeah, I love that. Good stuff.
No.
Wow.
Oh, no.
I'm
You're
inevitable
doing your
justice. It's
research
happening.
now. I see.
That's
No, I've been
funny.
watching them for years, Kris. They're great.
Oh.
Um, But yeah, that's Minecraft for you. Greg, don't play Minecraft with me if you like what you build. Kris, where can people find you?
I'm on YouTube at Kris Productions and Instagram and lots of the things, but whether I'll actually post on any of those, that's Friday. So
The big reveal, Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Book it.
yeah.
All right. Well, you can find him linked down in the description below. Subscribe to him. Get ready. Turn on notifications for his Friday video. Also, thank you to everyone in chat who's congratulating me for 140K. I guess I'll mention that. But
congrats!
Someone says
congrats, Ryan.
thank you. Someone says we should have I Hate Everything on the show. We had him on the show. Look it up, man. Anyway,
we could have him again. I will have to hit him up. Great guy. I haven't talked to him about Lego in a good year. Yeah.
We could talk about the Lego movie too. That's what we should have done. Missed opportunity.
Okay. All right,
anyway, thank you all for watching. Check out everyone's channels linked down in the description below, and we'll be back again next Sunday, either with the big drama cast of the year or with BFAB. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for coming.